So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The idea behind this lecture series is that you get to revise your current affairs through MCQ practice. Because 4 to 5 MCQs practiced on a daily basis might seem like little effort. But over a period of time, this would add up to more than 1200 MCQs from the topic of current affairs alone. So you wouldn't have to worry about your next prelims examination as far as current affairs are concerned, provided you have made this lecture series a part of your daily routine, a daily habit of yours. Okay, so do that. And we will begin with today's session with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding Henley Passport Index. Passports under this index are ranked by the number of countries accessible to them without a pre-arranged visa. It is based on data from International Air Transport Association and considers 227 destinations. As per the latest index, Singapore tops the list and India has declined by 8 spots. So basically, Henley Passport Index ranks countries based on the strength of their passport. Okay? So for example, Singapore is a country. If you are a citizen of Singapore and you hold Singaporean passport, well, many destinations or many countries are available to you for travel visa free. Okay? Or visa on arrival. Okay? So based on your passport strength to get pre-arranged visa free or visa on arrival, you get a rank under Henley Passport Index. So basically it measures the strength of your passport. Okay, so passports under this index are ranked by the countries accessible to them without a pre-arranged visa. Absolutely correct. Okay, now the data for this ranking or for this assessment is gathered through International Air Transport Association's data, and 227 destinations are taken into account. So how many of these 227 destinations are available to your passport visa free? Okay, so this is also correct. Now, as per the latest index, Singapore tops the list and it has been topping the list for quite some time. And India recently gained, not declined. It actually improved its ranking. Okay, not declined. So this statement is false because of this last phrase. All right, so only 2 statements are correct. The answer is B. Question number 2. Which of the following statements are correct regarding national cooperative policy? This is the first national level policy for cooperative sector in independent India's history. The policy aims to triple the cooperative sector's contribution to GDP and ensure active participation of 50 crore members. The policy only focuses on cooperative sector in rural areas. Alright. Now, Union Minister for Cooperation, Mr. Amit Shah, recently unveiled National Cooperative Policy 2025. Now, this policy that covers cooperative sector is the second such policy ever released by India in its independent history. Okay, the first policy on cooperative sector was released in 2002 under Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government. Okay, so first statement is false because this is not the first, this is the second. Okay, now under this policy there are many aims that India wants to achieve. Okay, by 2034 we want to triple the contribution of cooperative sector in GDP. Okay, and we also want to ensure active participation of 50 crore members to these different cooperatives. So this part is correct. Now, this policy does not only focus on cooperative sector in rural areas, it focuses on cooperative sectors in all areas, like all, urban, rural, everywhere, not just agriculture, but also in taxi. Okay, there is a taxi cooperative called Sehkar Taxi. All taxi operators in the city of Bangalore have come together to release an app to basically rival Uber and Ola, because Uber and Ola were taking away their business. So they came up with their ride sharing app, right? So cooperative sector is being expanded into all areas, not just rural areas as per this policy. So this statement is false. Okay, so the answer to this question would be only 2B. Question number 3. Which of the following statements are correct regarding free trade agreements? An FTA is a treaty between 2 or more countries that reduces tariff and non-tariff barriers to trade. FTA covers trade-related aspects of goods trade only. Sanitary and phytosanitary measures are tariff barriers that impede growth in trade. Some FTAs also cover investments, IPRs, intellectual property rights, competition policy, etc. apart from trade. Okay. Now, the reason why I have basically inserted a free trade agreement related question into this lecture is because recently India and UK signed a free trade agreement. Okay. Now, what is a free trade agreement? Basically, free trade agreement is a treaty between two or more countries that reduces tariff and non-tariff barriers. Tariffs are taxes, import duties on each other's goods. If there are more tariff barriers or more taxes on each other's import-export, then it basically impedes progress in trade. Okay, it basically restricts trade. That is why under an FTA you reduce taxes. You also reduce some non-taxation measures. Okay, certain countries apply non-taxation measures to reduce imports from another country or reduce trade. For example, strict sanitary and phytosanitary measures. For example, agricultural products coming from India are held to strict standards and they are sometimes rejected, saying that, well, they do not meet our sanitary requirements. So, sanitary and phytosanitary measures and many other non-taxation measures that reduce trade are known as non-tariff. So, sanitary and phytosanitary are not tariff, they are non-tariff barriers that impede growth, but they're non-tariff. Because of this word tariff, the statement is false. Now, FTA is a treaty between two or more countries that reduces tariff and non-tariff barriers so that trade can flourish between the two countries. Okay. Now, FTA covers trade-related aspects of goods trade only. No, it covers services trade as well, as in the case with India-UK FTA. Okay. So, this statement is false. Now, some FTAs also cover foreign investments, intellectual property rights, competition policies, other areas related to trade and investment. So yes, this statement is correct. Okay. So 1 and 4 only are correct. The answer is C. And last, which of the following is correct about comprehensive economic and trade agreement between India and UK? This is the FTA between India and UK. CETA secures unprecedented duty-free access for 99% of India's exports to UK, covering nearly the entire trade basket. CETA only focuses on liberalization of goods trade, leaving services trade to future negotiations. India-UK bilateral trade stands at $56 billion with the aim to double it by 2030. Okay, so recently the FTA was signed between India and UK and the name of this FTA was CETA. Okay, now the best part about CETA for India is that 99% of the goods that India exports to UK have now been given duty-free access. That means no tax would be applied on them, 0% tax would be applied on them. So this would boost India's exports to UK? Yes. CETA only focuses on liberalization of goods trade? No, it also focuses on liberalization of services trade. And India is a master in this area. India does a lot of services export. So it's a good deal for India as well. So this statement is false because it not only focuses on goods, it focuses on services as well. Clear? Now, India-UK bilateral trade currently stands at $56 billion, absolutely correct. But under CETA, both the countries have resolved to double it by 2030 in another 5 years. So this part is also correct. So 1 and 3 are correct. The answer is D. Alright? And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. But like I say this every time, it will add more value if you're first consistent and regular with this lecture series, and second, you revise this lecture as well. And by revision, I mean taking a good look at written detailed solutions to each and every MCQ we just discussed. Now, these solutions are available in our notes, and these notes are shared on our Telegram channel. The link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section just below this video. Alright? On that note, I'll be signing off with the promise of seeing you again with another set of MCQs. Thank you, everyone.